And to help us on our way, we have a number of club personalities here who are going to give us a hand with the presentation. First of all, I'd like you to welcome to the stage Grainne McAlinden, Senior Ladies Captain, established Armagh Senior player, and tremendous Gaelic football for a number of years. Then I'd like you to welcome, please, Megs McAlinden. Megs was captain of Armagh last year with the U10 All-Ireland and has a tremendous career in Gaelic football. Next, this man has been a college's all-star this year. He's won a McLaren Cup with his college. He played for Armagh Minor. He put the hands together and played for Shea Heffron. He broke into our senior team this year and had some magnificent performances in the senior jersey of the Conor. And last but by no means least, our club captain, Conor Bell, who led our senior team with distinction this year. There are lots of times and difficult times, but he was a great leader on the field. Put the hands together and played for Conor Bell. It seems like literally only a couple of weeks ago from when we were here this time last year. We'll spend the next couple of weeks or months wishing for the football to start again, and as soon as it starts, it just seems to fly by. But the one thing that really impressed me this year was the standard of football that all you young people are adhering to. The way you develop your skills, the way you conduct yourselves on the field, and particularly how you conduct yourselves whether you win or lose. You're very fortunate to be involved in Clonairon in an era when mostly, in virtually every game you take the field, you expect to win. And lots of times you know the disappointment of defeat, but regardless, you conduct yourselves well and you always seem to enjoy yourselves. For me, one of the highlights of the year was the in-house tournaments, which were organised by the football committee and the coaches at under 8, under 10 and 12 sections. And when you were put to play against each other, I didn't really know what was going to happen. It was quite dubious, for all that I was an advocate of it. And I was blown away. Anybody that witnessed those tournaments couldn't but be. To be honest with you, I myself was supposed to go to an under-16 game, and the 12 tournament was concluding, and I couldn't take myself away from it. The standard of football, the scores, the catching, the skill level was absolutely tremendous. And you're a credit to yourselves and your family and your club, the efforts that you put in, the sportsmanship that you showed, and the way there's nobody will ever teach you like your own. There's nobody will bring you on more than competing against your own. And that day, boys, you really took out the best of each other, and there was no quarter asked or given, no dirty strokes taken, but the play was absolutely tremendous. There was no recognised competition for under 12 boys. Our under 12 girls had a league and championship. They had a tremendous year in winning the league and championship, and displayed great skill and determination in overcoming all comers in the county. We would hope that, it's not fair to say it's a new dawn, but we have a wealth of talent coming through in both ladies and boys football. I'd also like to thank your parents. Parents, over the last number of years, as you know, we've had a registration system in place, and I would like to wholeheartedly thank you for your support. It's tremendously important in the running of our club. It facilitates us to continue to give of our best in coaching and making sure that we develop the children as best we can, both from a skill point of view and from a character point of view. So parents, thanks very much for your support. Thanks very much for your efforts, because it's not easy getting up early in the mornings on Saturday morning, and driving here, there and yonder, and getting gear and washing gear and buying boots. So thanks very much for all you've done. And I'd also like to thank our coaches who do absolutely phenomenal work. They put in great time, they put in massive effort, and the time they put in the pitch is probably only half the time they put into thinking about it, organising it, getting things sorted out. And for any of them that actually do it, they enjoy it, they'll all tell you it's actually quite daunting as well. interested in getting involved in coaching, we'd love to get you on board, love to get you involved. Because we need all the help we can get. We've a massive amount of teams, a massive amount of work to do, and but the present coaching staff are doing an excellent job. So well done to all there. And I'd finally like to thank Barrai McConville, who's our new chairman of the football committee, and Gary Lavery, who's his new secretary. They've done tremendous work this year. They've organised tonight, and they've made great inroads. They've organised the gear, and they've made great efforts to ensure that football runs effectively and efficiently within the club. So I'd just like you to put your hands together, please, for
the first team for an award is the under-8 girls. The coach of this team is Denise McAlinden. Denise, you'll hear her name quite a bit through the night because she coaches quite a number of teams in the club. So she does. So we'll start with the most improved player for the under-8s, and that's Charlie White. So could I ask Charlie to come up here? Well done, Charlie. The other player of the year is Grainne McAlinden. Thanks, if you want to. Well done, Eve. Thank you. Denise McDonald is the coach of this team as well. And they don't have a competitive league, but again, Denise said they've made great strides this year. So the most improved player of the year for the under-10 girls is Megs McAlinden. Can you come up and collect this? Megs not here. Aoife Green. Aoife, yeah, she's going up now to collect it. You got a photo here now, their team, please. Is Roisin Mulligan. Roisin Mulligan. Sorry, Roisin's swimming tonight. I've asked all them girls to come up. Anybody who's in the under-8 or under-10 girls, any parents, if you want to come up and get a photo in front of the coaches.
He's all right there.
Moving on to the under-12 girls. The under-12 girls were coached by Christine Hagan and Sinead Leonard, and the Clonard under-12 girls this year are the Armagh champions. Their trophy's here, so it is tonight. So they won the All-County Championship, and as well as that, they won a tournament in Kerryduff. So very, very successful year for that team there, and some very strong players. The most improved player for the under-12 girls was U10 McGibbon. It's a name that's been synonymous with the club down the years. I know that our sisters got awards, I think our parents have got awards. It's Derva Colman. We're just going to get a photo if you come on here to the front of the stage. Moving on to the boys, well done to all the girls and all the winners. The first team of the boys is the under-8 boys, and the coaches involved there, to help out myself, there's Grainne McAlinden, Brian Campbell, Brian Beatty and Grainne McAlinden. They've all helped out. During the year, the under-8 boys, there's no official league, but we're playing several tournaments. Bit of quiet there, boys, bit of quiet. We're playing several tournaments during the year. And some of these trophies are here that we've won tonight. There's trophies from St Peter's Tournament, Clonduff, Clonagale and Wolf Tones. And I know myself from being involved with this team that there's some great stars in the future of the club. Really, really impressive young footballers and really dedicated. So we'll move on to the most improved player in the under-8 boys. And this player here, I've been involved with him, as I said myself. The reason anybody gets the most improved is because of practice. They come at the start of the year and they realise and they go away, and every time I saw this child, it wouldn't matter whether it's during football or it wasn't during football, he was practicing. He had a ball in his hand, and I keep telling all the children, there's no secret to it. It's like any sport or anything like that, it's hard work and practice that makes you better. So this young boy should be very proud here tonight, and I think he's going to go on to be a great player for Clonard. It's young Colman Henderson. The under-8 boys player of the year then, similar to Colman, every time you saw him, he had a football in his hand, he was practicing, he's very dedicated, never misses his training, always tries his hardest, whether it's a training or a match. And again, you should be very proud, the under-8 boys player of the year is Megs McAlinden. The front of the stage here to get their photo.
The coaches involved in the under-10s were Rona McKelly, Brian Mullen, Paul Casty, Paddy Kearns, Jason France, Nat Lavery and Roger Sheehan, nearly more coaches than players. They had a very successful season as well this year. They won trophies. Better quiet there, boys. They won trophies in Pearse Oaks, Tullyleash, Kerry Duff. They got the finals of their own Clonard tournament. They got the final, the Golly Murray. They got the final of the tournament in Kilcoo. So again, a lot of very, very good young players for the future. The most improved player, again, I'm not surprised to see him here, or the player of the year. I've coached them before and I know how hard, how dedicated they are. But the most improved player for the under-10 boys is Joe McConville. For the under-10 boys, again, another excellent prospect for the future is Grainne McAlinden. But I ask all the under-10 boys just to come up again to the front of the stage for the photo. Tonight are for the under-12 boys. And the under-12, you get your seats there, boys, a bit of quiet now, a bit of quiet. The under-12 boys this year were coached by Megs McAlinden, Declan Brophy, Denise McDonald again, Gary Leedham and Roger Sheehan. Again, there's no official league or anything like that in Armagh under-12, but we have a very, very strong team. Again, another very successful season. They won trophies, they won the local parish cup, they won trophies in St Bridget's, they got the final of the Gale tournament, so a lot of young stars for the future coming up. The most improved player in this age group here goes to Armagh Sheehan. And the player of the year for the under-12s, another excellent young player, and definitely one for the future, is Jack Colman. Says to them, you know, who do you want me to thank? And the one thing that all our coaches said was a big thanks to all the parents, not just for getting the children on time, but a lot of times for driving the matches, for helping pick teams up, and they've really helped out this year. So children, I think we should give a big round of applause for all the parents. I'd also like to thank you. Wait a second. I'd also like to thank all the coaches. You know, all the coaches, but all the coaches give their time free. So they do, and they give up. It takes a lot of commitment, and I know they enjoy it, and they get a lot out of it. But I just want to put on record a thanks to all the underage coaches. Just finally going to say, we run the 4 to 6 programme for children, girls and boys, so it's P1, P2 and nursery. And almost all, not all, because we never turn anybody away, but almost all the children here will have gone through that. So if there's anybody here of any nieces, nephews, children, grandchildren, who are primary 1, primary 2 or nursery, it's in St Michael's School at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Get yourselves up there, because you can see yourselves here tonight. To me this here tonight represents all that the GAA is good about. And there's no better, bit of quiet there boys, we're almost finished. There's no better organisation in the world than the GAA. And this here, that we're looking out at tonight, this is what the GAA is all about. We're having a wee goodie bag for all the children, but listen up, I want the girls first. Underage girls.